Feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Colby Rebel Show. I am your host, Colby Rebel, where my goal tonight is to make that spirit connection or answer that psychic question for you on a special date night. So if you are not in the call line, go ahead and jump in. It is 310 997 4966 310 997 4966. I'm excited to take your calls tonight, answer your questions to the best of my ability. A lot of events coming up. So next week is a big week. I have so many events, and then I head out to New Jersey, which I am super excited about. Get to see my family, friends, and all the wonderful peeps in South Jersey. So, a couple things I do want to just go over the events since they are coming up right away. We do have the live on air workshop. So this is this Sunday, and that is a workshop that, to help you read faster. If you want to be on a podcast, the guest or the host, just really is an all around great tool to kind of help you get into the media a little quicker, a little easier to understand how to do it. So it's a little bit more for the advanced students. But I also have Awakening Your Gifts, always so special. This is going to be Monday, September 27th. And this is for anyone. Just if you want to just expand and understand intuition and psychic and mediumship, that's really going to be the workshop for you. And that is Monday, September 27th. Then we also have Connecting to Your Loved Ones. It's an evening of spirit messages. So this one is always so near and dear to me. It will be an evening, an hour and a half of me connecting to those on the other side to deliver messages, perhaps give those information, the evidence, apologies, whatever it is. We pick the messages, we pick the spirit, and I go ahead and deliver it to those of you who purchase a ticket. So it's very, very fun, very exciting, very healing. I always really enjoy it. So we also have coming up the spiritual business mentoring. So again, if you are looking to build your spiritual business, don't know how to do it, need the tools, the spiritual business mentoring is really that class. It's 4 weeks long to help you do that. But I do want to mention here the New Jersey event because I am just so excited for this. This is Sunday, October 17th. This will be a dinner with spirit. So, dinner with spirit, it's at Adelphia's for all of my peeps. You kind of know who that is and where that is. But it's Sunday, October 17th. So, what's really great about this, it's actually a full dinner. So, you're going to have dinner, it's included in the ticket price, delivering messages from your loved ones on the other side. So much fun. Really looking forward to it. Okay, so that's all the events. You can always just check them out on colbyrebel.com on the Facebook. They're there. You can find them. Or you can always email if you need more information. Okay, so lots of callers in the call line. Here's how it's going to go. We're going to pull them at random. Okay, listen for your area code. No speakerphone, please. No Bluetooth. Just have that phone right up to your ear. Let's just do circa 1972. Imagine it's on the wall. Just put it up to the ear. Let's go ahead and put away all noisy objects, animals, partners, persons, anything that is in your way of a clear connection. This way it gives the listeners the best experience. And just tell me which loved one you're hoping to connect with and what that psychic question is. And I'll just try to get as many callers as I can tonight. Really excited to talk with you and just to share those messages with you. So let us get started here. How about we start with 803? Hi, 803. This is Colby. Who is this?
This is Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. How are you, sweetheart?
Okay.
What can I do
How
for
are
you
you?
tonight? I'm well, thank you. What
My
can I do
son,
for you?
my my 24-year-old son, was killed September 26th, 3 weeks ago, and I've just been so worried that making sure he passed over and if he is with me and
Yes.
he has a
Okay.
birthday coming up October 2nd.
Okay, Sandra. First of all, I want to say, my condolences. I know that's very hard and shocking for you, but if you're okay with me connecting, I'd be more than happy to do that for you
Please,
tonight. Sure. I just get the sense from him. Now, this is a quick passing, obviously, correct?
yes,
But I get the sense from him, he feels to be very adventurous. Does that make sense around your son? Like lots of energy, lots of just wanting to explore. To me, he just feels like he was always out and about. Does that make sense around him?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Like you couldn't keep this kid still.
No, no.
And even
And
as a
I have,
young
and
boy.
I,
Mhm.
yes, and I have some security cameras in my house, and I lived in another state from him, and
Yeah.
some orbs appeared on my
Oh,
security camera,
wonderful.
and I
Yep.
wasn't sure if it was him.
Oh, of
And
course.
I
Yeah.
heard a
Well,
voice on my camera as well.
yep. That's yes. So of course that is him, but he also gives me the feeling of like, he was always, even as a young boy, he would jump up and down to get your attention. Like, you know what I mean? When he really wanted something, it's like, mom, 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 pay attention to me.
Yes,
And I
yes,
really get the feeling with him, I get the sense from him where very, very curious, always was asking a lot of questions, wanting to know about a lot of different things, and just an appetite for learning. Does that make sense around him as well?
yes,
And he also really shares with me, I do feel like he was very independent. Like I just get the sense from him once he got a little older, he was going to go ahead and tackle the world. Like this was him, he's got this. And it I don't know. I'm just kind of curious though. Did he either have a gun or was there a gun involved by chance here, honey?
yes,
Okay, because that's what I was getting around it. And I guess for him too, he really makes me feel like also, sorry, he interrupted me. Would you also know, I almost feel like burglary might have been a motive in this. Do you know if burglary or something was taken from him, or do you not know this?
well, yeah. So the guy who shot the guy first, and the guy supposedly had robbed his house, and then another guy shot him. So
Yeah.
yes, it was.
Okay. That's what I
Hmm.
get. Do me a favor, just talk up to the phone so we have a clear connection. If you
Yes,
could, oh,
yes,
much
ma'am.
better.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
really appreciate that because anyhow, he
Yes,
lets me know
ma'am.
that he was going to stand up for himself. He lets me know, this is he's a little bit of like the wild, wild west.
Yes.
um,
Hmm. Yeah.
but I also, so that also leads me. I'm wondering too if Sandra, do you know if we have a J name, a Jesse, or anyone? It could be a middle name as well. But
A,
is
a Jonathan, that's his
yes,
brother.
yeah, okay, thank you, because he wants to acknowledge his brother as well. Okay, and then a ka sound, like either a, I don't know if it's Carlos or ka. Do you recognize?
Carlos, that's his stepdad. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sweetheart, because he wants to. I think he was close to his stepdad, though. You understand that?
Uh-huh.
Okay, okay. Because he wants to share with me. He calls you mama. He says, "Mama,
He
I'm
calls
okay."
me mama. Yeah.
Yes, okay. He says, "Mama, I'm okay. Mama, don't worry about me." And just when he was little, "Mama, I'm a big boy."
Yeah.
But he wants to
Uh,
let you know that
mhm.
he is around you all the time. Are you, I don't know if you are in this moment, but do you clutch a cross? Is there a cross around your neck or do you hold a cross?
No, I don't clutch a cross.
Do you
Mm-mm.
have a
I do
cross?
have a necklace.
Okay. Are you
No.
holding a necklace in your hand at the moment or no?
Yes.
Okay, because
It was his necklace.
thank you.
Mhm.
He just showed me you holding a necklace in your hand at the moment, and I'm holding my necklace in my hand at the moment. So I feel like he's doing this to let you know he's right there with you. Like literally in this moment, he is right by your side. Okay, mom? And he
Uh-huh.
just doesn't want you to worry about him. I know. He said you did everything you could to protect him and to raise him right. And he is a good boy. Like he is. He has a little bit of a temper though. So he owns his temper.
Yeah.
Has a little bit of a temper, but it's also though, he's asking Carlos. So Carlos is still in the living. Am I correct with that?
Yes.
And
Hmm.
he's just asking Carlos to look after you, to take care of you, to take care of mama, to be there for mama, to give you the hugs, right? And so he's
Uh-huh.
asking his brother to do that. And he is just letting you know, like, it's not just even the orbs, he is just playing a lot with electricity in your house. So you're going to see lights
Yeah.
flashing and all of that because and they're flashing kind of quickly because he's running around the house. you know, he gives me that running around. And I just feel like I just feel like, he says he loves you so much that he is around you. He is with you, and he wants you guys, when you celebrate him, but to celebrate him with a happiness and a joy, not a sorrow. He's very much about always running into the room, making jokes, raising the vibration, always trying
Very
to
fun.
make
Yes.
people, yeah,
Yes.
and that's
Mhm.
what he wants you to do. So I guess in a way to honor him is when you do talk about him or when we do celebrate him, it is like doing it with joy and laughter and love because that's what he would have done in the room himself. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And he just makes me feel like he was I do feel like he makes me feel like, he's excited for this birthday because I do feel like you're having a gathering. People are coming over,
Yes.
right?
Hmm.
And
Yes.
and he's very, very excited about this. But he does let me know that he loves his family very much. I know you mentioned a brother, but would there also be a sister for him? Does that make
Yes.
sense?
Yes.
Because he didn't want to
Yes.
leave out, he
Hmm.
didn't want to leave her out at all either. Okay. And I
Uh-huh.
just I just feel like what's interesting though? Do you know if he has a niece or a nephew as well? Like to me, we've got a little baby as well, someone younger.
He has a niece and nephew that he was very, very close
Okay.
to, the little
Big,
ones. He has
yeah,
a
yeah.
2-year-old nephew from his son
Okay.
Jonathan, and he has
Yes.
a 1-year-old niece from,
Okay.
yes,
So again,
from my stepson from
y-
Carlos. Yes,
he wants
and he
to
was very close to the baby.
Yep, he wants to recognize the niece and the nephew as well, letting him know that he's going to do his best to watch over them, that he's going to be there with them, and to let you guys know. And I just feel like, I do feel like he has this special bond with his brother. And I just feel like he's asking the brother to please take care of you, please be there for you. He's so affectionate. Your son is so affectionate, right? Big hugs.
Yes, yes, I heard of this.
Yeah,
Yes,
big hugs. And just these babies just love them. He'd like toss them up in the air. He's laughing with them. And I just feel like letting you know that he's always going to be there and around you, okay? So
yes.
I'll leave that with you. Lots of love. My heart goes out to you, but just please know that,
I
you know,
appreciate you so
yeah,
much.
you're so welcome, sweetheart. But when you see the lights and the orbs, that is him to trust and know that he's with you and
And
around you.
my little dog, I have a little Maltese, and ever since I came back home because I had to go to another state to bury
Yeah,
my son, and when I
yeah.
came back home, the dog has been barking just nonstop, like
Wow.
4:30 in the morning, like crazy at nothing, and it's so bad that we have to move her into other rooms because she does not stop.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
But
thought
she's just
maybe it was him or
I feel like she's just picking up on his energy around the place. You know what I mean? He's not trying to make her bark.
okay,
So she's picking up on
okay.
his energy around it, you know? So just know
Okay.
that he's there, and he says he'll work on making the dog not bark. So let's see how that works, okay? So
And what about, does he have any messages for, he is very close to my brother. They share the same birthday, October 2nd, and they were very, very close. Does he have any messages for my brother?
I just feel like it's just kind of letting your brother know that I feel like your brother was also a bit of a father figure for him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And he just says,
Mhm.
I just hope I made you proud. I'm still going to try to make you proud from the other side. And again, there's something about, I don't know what, maybe I'm not fully understanding, but I think on the night of this incident, I feel like your son didn't quite keep his cool. There's something where, you know, and he takes responsibility for that because he tells your brother, "You know how I am. I'm not going to let people take advantage of me." So, I
Okay.
feel I feel like he's letting him know that, he is doing okay, and that he is well, for the your brother not to worry about him. And he shows me a wing for you, okay, mom? So I feel like, it's feathers, wings. Just know that he's going to be around you, and I feel like you're going to see those a lot, okay?
Yes. Thank you so much for your time. You are a blessing.
Much love to you, and you have a beautiful night.
Much
And
love to you.
happy
Thank
birthday
you.
to your
Uh
son,
huh.
okay? Your son, okay? Happy birthday
Thank
to
you so
him.
much,
And
Colby.
yep, and he
Thank
just
you.
really quick, one last thing. One thing he says, don't let this take away from your brother's birthday. He wants to love him, he wants him to celebrate. He will be there celebrating with you guys. It's very important, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Lots of love,
Thank
honey.
you.
You're welcome.
Lots
Bye-bye.
of love.
Oh,
Bye bye.
bye-bye. It's really difficult to, I mean, so soon too, but it's so difficult. There's not much we can do. It's just try to kind of show that the son is okay, and they just cross over and they're still around us. I mean, they really, really are. And I feel like that's a lot of what they want to share with us. So let us take another caller here. Here we go. How about 302? Hi,
Hello.
302. Hi there. Who is this?
Hi. My name's Skylar. How are you?
I'm good, Skylar. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm okay.
What can I do for you, honey?
I just want to reach out to my dad who recently passed away.
Okay, got it. I feel like your dad, honestly, the first thing I get is like bigger than life. So I feel like your dad just makes me feel like, I don't know if he was a bigger man physically, but he makes me feel like he was a strong man. Does that make sense around your dad?
Oh, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Because and a deeper voice too. Am I right? Because I keep hearing a man with like a deep voice.
Yeah, he had a really
Okay.
deep voice.
Okay. And he really gives me the sense too where it's like if we're going to say a big old teddy bear. So I feel like, he seems like he could be intimidating to others, but to you, just a teddy bear, just a softie, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly. Everybody was intimidated by him, but he actually was very like he gave the best
Mhm.
hugs, the biggest hugs. He like when he loved so
Yeah,
much.
absolutely. I kind of feel like your dad enjoyed the outdoors as well. Does that make sense? Like he enjoyed being outdoors in nature, that sort. Do you live out? I mean, are you in an area that has a lot of nature around you?
I guess so, but when he was like younger, he'd always be out like fishing and on the
That's what I
boat
get. I
and
get right. I get a
yeah.
flannel shirt. I'm showing a flannel shirt and outdoors.
Yeah, he never wore flannel shirts, but the picture that we used for like his memorial and stuff, he was wearing a flannel shirt and my prom picture was me.
Oh, there you go. How funny is that? That's beautiful. But he gives
Yeah.
me he
I
gives
know.
me the feeling like the apple of his eye, right? We always hear that saying, but really you are like so he would tell everyone about you. He would sit there and tell everyone about you and just brag
Yeah.
about you all the time, right? And I feel like he would tell you, how beautiful you are, and just very, very supportive, very much there, very supportive. You understand that around your dad?
Yeah, I was definitely his favorite. He always talked about me.
Yeah, yeah,
He
absolutely.
always told everybody how proud he was of me.
I am just curious. Would I be correct that you wrote something about him after he passed, or a poem, or he makes me feel like there's something you wrote for him. Does that ring a bell for you?
I wrote like this speech that I um said at his funeral. It was like
Okay.
really long, and
Okay.
I have that.
Yeah, he shows me he loved that, and I feel like it brought a lot of tears to the eyes of people listening, because I feel like he it was so touching, and he was touched when he heard it, okay? So, and again, like, here's a guy who's like this man's man, burly man. But, he loves music though. I think your dad really loves music. Does
Yeah,
that
that's
make
funny
sense?
because he would, yeah, he would always walk around the house like he always had his headphones in, so he didn't realize had a loud like voice
Yes.
already. So every time he was singing, he had his headphones and he'd like be screaming up and down like the
Yes.
house, singing
Yes.
like rock music.
Yep. Yeah, he definitely showed me rock music, but I think rock music like AC/DC.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a little bit of that. But he also, the thing is that I feel like too, I feel like he's a big family man. I feel like for him, he very close to his family. I think he was around the house a lot. Like, he doesn't feel like he traveled a lot. He makes me feel like he was home a lot, around everybody a
Yeah,
lot.
he was always home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was just
we
where
were.
he wanted to be. You know what? He shows me the backyard, Skylar. I think you guys, he used to enjoy sitting out in the backyard, or just kind of lounging with you guys, just hanging out, talking. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he was always outside with my dog too.
Yeah.
That was his like best friend.
Yeah. And I just feel like for him, he just shows me that, letting you know that he's okay, but it's also just for you, want you to know how much he loves you. And I feel like you have a brother as well. So is it you, a sister, and a brother? Are there three of you?
Yeah, I have my full brother. So we
Okay.
have the same parents,
Yes.
and he has three other daughters. But
Okay, got it.
us two kids were the closest with him. We
Yes.
lived with him.
Yeah, yeah. That's what he shows me as your brother. And then I think one of those sisters, though, either was the closest in age to you, or he would have seen her the most out of all those kids.
Yes.
Okay. But he just gives me, I don't know, do you connect to the name Bob or Robert by chance?
Um.
Bill, Bob,
No.
Robert.
No.
It could be a middle
I
name
don't.
too, sweetheart. Can I
I
ask
don't know.
what's
I
your
knew
dad's name? What's your dad's name, sweetheart?
William, but he went by Michael.
I know, but that's still his name, honey. But okay,
Yeah.
I got
But I
it.
do have
Go ahead, what?
my my grandmother's ex-husband. His name was Robert. He passed away a long time ago, but they weren't
No,
like really close.
I think we would have to, maybe the listeners. No, I think what it was is, honey, I think, I'm not sure, but it came in so quickly. Maybe the Facebook listeners will tune in, because I think I said Robert, Bob, or Bill, and the Bill was Bill is William, even though he went by Mike.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
he was just referring to himself, and then something around your brother. So what is your brother's full name, honey?
The same as my dad's.
Yeah,
William
see,
Michael Poor.
yeah, that's what I feel like. So, I mean, maybe the Facebook listeners will know. I'm not really sure, but my point is that I feel like your dad was talking about himself, and then your brother's name. That's what he's giving me. Okay, and I just feel like
Okay.
the thing he wants to share is he lets me in. I feel like he's the one who named you. Do you know if your dad named you? Because I feel like he did. I feel like he's the one who went for the cool name.
Yeah, I think my mom had this other name picked out for me, and then my
Yeah.
dad and her were watching a movie, and then they decided on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So he gives me that. But I just want to let you know that your dad is letting us know that he's okay. And I also feel like, I do feel like to me, the passing feels a bit sudden, or the end of the passing feels very sudden, right? Very rapid at the very end. And
Yeah.
he just lets me know that I feel like you guys got a chance to see him or talk to him, because he makes me feel like he heard what you said. He's like, I heard you guys, I heard you guys. So I feel like you had a chance to talk to him or visit him prior to the passing. Does that make sense? Someone was with him.
It was actually my brother. My brother was the last person that was with him, but I FaceTimed him like that day.
Yeah, he lets me know that it lets me know that this meant a lot to him. Like, him having a chance to kind of say goodbye meant a lot to him. Okay. And I just want you to know that he's fine and he's going to be around you. I do think he's going to use music to get to you. So,
Yeah.
and I think rock and roll is not your favorite music, but he's going to make you a rock and roll fan anyway. Okay. So
Yeah.
I will. Yeah. See, but just know that he loves you and he's around you. Okay, honey?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lots of love to you, babe.
Thank you so much. You too.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Let us take another caller here. How about we do 810? Hi, 810. This is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, Colby. This is Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What can I do for you tonight?
Just want to connect with my son.
Okay, got it. I feel like well, your son also isn't very old when he passes, is he?
No, he was 35.
I'm just kind of tuning into him. I feel like, though, even though he's not very old, he feels to be very mature for his age. I don't know. I just feel like I get a bit of an old soul here. You know what I mean? Does that make sense around your son?
Yeah.
Like an old soul.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it does.
And he really shares with me, Mom, Cindy, is there like a birthday coming up for you? He just keeps saying happy birthday. Do we have someone's birthday coming up here?
His is coming up in
October? Who's
January, but
no. Is there somebody in October, or that he makes me feel like there's a birthday.
Actually I have my sister-in-law and my nephew.
Okay. I feel like this is maybe for the nephew.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like he wants to say happy birthday to the nephew. But I also feel like with your son, he really gives me a sense of also just a quick passing. Am I correct here, Cindy? Very quick passing.
Yes.
Also, I'm just curious, was there a battle with substances with him by chance, or do you understand that at all?
No.
Do you understand if he enjoyed drinking, or is there a car accident that connects to drinking?
It was actually he was in a work truck. It was 3 semis were involved.
Got it. Okay. But do you know if somebody, do you know if one of the drivers, though, had alcohol or something like that? He makes me feel like there's an auto accident.
I know of.
Oh, okay. All right. He makes me, I guess we're not going to wag a finger at them, but he gives me the impression that it was a car accident, but somehow, again, I don't know. I mean, to me, it felt like somebody was driving erratically, not your son. I feel like one of the other drivers makes me feel like they crossed the threshold, crossed over. So that's the impression I'm getting from this. Okay. And I just get the sense that it just happened, so quickly that I feel like your son couldn't respond in time, couldn't even react in time. Okay. But he just gives me the sense too, where I really feel like he enjoyed connecting with people. I think he really enjoyed helping people, really enjoyed being able to fix things for people. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like he was very good at that. I feel like he'd come over to the house, help you with things, really try to fix things for you a lot of the times. Like, it just made him feel good to be there. Do you know what I'm saying? To be present. And he just also shows me, I don't know what it is, either his hair or maybe he had a little bit of scruff, beard, but I feel like, you're always on him for it. And then he joke with you about it. Does that make sense, Mom?
It sure does. Oh yeah.
And he goes, I still have it, Mom. I still have it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He also,
yeah.
I feel like I think he had tattoos. Am I correct? Do you know that he had tattoos?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And then somebody got a tattoo for him. Am I correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, got it. So he knows, but you're not a big tattoo person. Am I right, Mom? Like maybe this is your only one, or you're not all tatted up. You were like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this for you.
No, this is my only one.
But I think you said to him, you owe me. You owe me. Like you're sitting there talking to him as you're getting this done. All right. Because he makes me feel like he was right there with you and he was laughing with you. Like he was laughing at this. But he lets me know he is, so much with you. He gave me a little bit of a saying. I don't really know. It just said all I got, because he said it, live, never die. I'm not really sure what that is. So I'm not sure. Like live, there was something live and then never die. There's like three, but I'm not putting it all together. And I feel like for him, I wonder if he rode a motorcycle. Do you know if he had a motorcycle or rode a motorcycle?
He did. He had a Harley.
Okay, that's what it is, because it was like live free, never die, right? Like to him, I just feel like he was very much, he's a safe person, but he was adventurous. He liked to have a free spirit. He didn't like to be told what to do. It's just like you'd have to go 10 rounds with him to put on like certain shoes when he was a kid, right? Like just wanting to run around naked.
Right. Oh boy.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like he did not care. And he was a fast little but and even I think you lived somewhere where there was snow. Am I correct? Because it was like he would run out into the snow and you're like, oh my God, get in this house. Stop it.
Yeah. We live in Michigan.
Oh, see? So and but he just shows me, I have to tell you, I am curious though. Would I be right that he's got blue eyes, Mom? Like big bright blue eyes?
Yes.
Okay. Because I just saw this little kid with these big, beautiful blue eyes running around, you chasing him chasing the dog. So he just makes me feel like, he wants you to know that he's okay. He wants you to know that he talks to you all of the time. All of the time he's sitting there talking to you. And he is. You literally will hear him. And he doesn't want you to think that that's your imagination. Okay.
Okay.
He's letting you know that that's him.
Okay. And just the live thing, I was thinking at his funeral, somebody brought him a basket filled with Harley stuff, and there was like a little metal thing that says "Live to ride, ride to live."
Exactly. So
and we
that
thought
just
somebody had taken it, and we just found it. It was underneath the plant that had fell.
Yeah, he gives me goosebumps about that. So that is that, that's A, showing you he's around, B, he's at the funeral. I'm not going to tell you, but I kind of feel like somebody's getting that as a tattoo for him. So I feel like there's somebody else getting a tattoo for him. I don't know if there's a brother or another male, but I feel like there's a tattoo around this for him. But I feel like it's getting that framed, having that hung up and letting you know that to me is his philosophy. That to me is like, so, he is free. He is around. He is following everyone. He also, do you know what a peace lily is? That plant that's a peace lily. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
He shows me a peace lily. So, I'm not really sure why. That plant wouldn't have happened to been a peace lily or look like a peace lily, did it?
There was 2 of them.
Okay. Because again, I think he's just showing you that he was there. He was around. I feel like the only thing is, I think you cried a lot. I mean, obviously you have a right to, but he sat there right next to you with his arm around you, trying to comfort you just from the other side, just trying to, and it's also like, whenever you would be upset in the living, he would always try to make you laugh, right? You're always just trying to get you to crack a smile. And Even
Oh
at a
yeah, he would.
service, he was doing that. At a service, he wanted to let you know he was doing that. I feel like he had some friends that did a ride for him. Do you know if that happened? Like some friends on motorcycles, I think, did a ride
Mhm.
or something to honor him.
I don't know if it happened, but I know one of his friends that I've never met, had called and said they were going to do it.
Yeah. He just lets me, I
You know,
feel
they were
like they
going to have a
may,
ride.
yeah, I feel like they did do it because he makes me feel like, I feel like they did do it. And I feel like may have been up a coast along water. So
Yeah.
he just lets me know. But I want you, and I actually feel like I'm correct that if you don't mind me saying that he
Hmm.
would have been cremated. Am I correct with this, Mom?
Yes.
Because I just feel like, he never wants to be contained, even as a baby, right? This kid is, I
Right.
know he's your baby. I know he's your son. Never was going to be contained. And I just feel like
Right.
it's just about cremation, spreading those ashes. Okay. I wonder, did he
Uh-huh.
happen to have a son? Is that right? Do you know your son has a son or has children?
No, he's never had any.
And then you mentioned, does he have a nephew? Or did we mention a nephew? I thought you said it was your sister-in-law. Or did you also say the nephew? Sorry, you said it at the beginning, right?
Yeah, he was really close to his nephew, which is my daughter's son.
I got it. I just feel like, again, so he brings that back in just in closing, because I think it's so important to let this little boy know how much he loves him and how important he is, and to always keep telling him about him. I feel like he wants to let him know how much he loves him, how much he's around him. I do feel like he has a wallet, and that wallet, I believe, is supposed to go to this nephew. So I don't know if you've done that yet. Or a keychain. It could be like a keychain that went to the wallet or something. But I feel like it's something of his like that is supposed to go to this nephew.
Well, the wallet we actually ended up throwing out because it was full of diesel fuel.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but he does have the chain that went to the wallet.
Yeah, that the nephew has that.
Yes.
That's what he's saying. So that's where it was supposed to go, and he's acknowledging it and just thanking you guys for doing the right thing. Thanking you for getting it to the right person. Okay. So,
Okay.
but lots of love to you. Lots of love to your
Thank
daughter,
you.
his nephew. He just wants to let everybody know that he is okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Lots of love
Thank
to
you.
you. No problem. Lots of love, honey.
Thank you, Colby.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody, let us do another caller here. Lots of loved ones on the other side, right? Lots of loved ones here. So let's do 603. Hi, 603. This is Colby. Who is this?
Eliza.
Hi, Eliza. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. What can I do for you?
I'm hoping to hear from either my sister or my mother.
I got it. I feel like I heard your sister. Are you the loud one? She just said she's the loud one. It's not me. Is that you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So she just came right on through. But I feel like for your sister, again, your sister, and also your sister could be a little more timid. Does that, I think you were always trying to drag her into things, always trying to get her to come along with things.
Yes.
Just really pull her out of her comfort zone for sure. You understand that?
Yeah.
I do feel now. I feel like with your sister, though, there's am I correct that there's an illness connected to your sister? Almost like there's an illness with your mom and your sister. I feel like it may have even been the same illness or something. Does that make sense?
There was an illness with both of them. Yes.
Okay. Would someone have had cancer or breast cancer?
My mother did.
Okay, so your mom is here also.
It didn't take her though.
That's okay.
Yeah, it didn't take her, but
okay,
she had it. Yes.
She's letting me know that she's just with obviously she's with your sister, right?
Oh yeah.
But your sister has such a sense of humor. Can I just share what she said? A joke. She really would make jokes.
Sure.
And she said, "See, I told you mom liked me better." So she's like just even making a joke about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And they also give me too, like she gives me like either you would cause trouble or get into trouble because you're just trouble yet, so you're not ready for heaven. Sorry. They're just like they love, but see, you and your sister, I feel like we're very close because she just makes me feel like she's so close to you and loves talking with you but she's a little older than you. Is that right?
Yes, Colby, that's right.
Because she makes me feel like she thinks she's the boss of you, right? She just feels like she's the boss. But really you were the bossy one. And
Yeah,
I
I
think
can't deny that.
you were more the outrageous dresser. Like you definitely dressed in a way she would never dress. So she kind of gives me that sense. I think the two of you like dancing. I don't know if it's line dancing or going to a bar and dancing, but does that resonate for you?
We did neither one.
Do you understand dancing? Have you recently
Yeah.
been dancing? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. Have you recently been
I
dancing?
have not.
Do you happen to have children and they've been dancing or in dance class? There's something around dancing, so I just got to figure this out.
Okay. No, I have a child, but she's not dancing.
Okay. Let me all I see is your sister. It's almost like when you guys are younger and you're in a room and you're jumping up and down and you're dancing. I don't know. There's just something like that she's giving me. So,
Well, we did that when we
okay.
were little, yeah.
Okay, got
Younger.
it. Okay, cuz she's giving me that, but I feel like either two we would put together little routines or something. I don't know. That's what she's showing me. So I'm just going to kind of take her for her word at it, okay? But
Okay.
I just feel like for you, there is this connection, where I feel like you guys were very close. Again, I just feel like she is very pleasant. Like, I think she just very joyful. There's just something where she has a lot of love for people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think
She
very,
would talk to everybody.
yeah, like just so kind-hearted and
Yeah.
kind-hearted and very generous, like just generous with her time to people as well,
Yeah.
And I feel like, I think she's around your daughter a lot, right? So is your mom. You have two kids. Is that right, Eliza? Is there two for you?
I have one.
Would she have happened to have a child as well?
Yes, she did.
Okay. So I feel like she wants to acknowledge her baby as well. Okay. So, how old that baby's a bit older, right? Would that child is also a little outrageous like you?
Well, I think so, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Can you find out if she dances or if she's been dancing? Can you just do that and just put it in the Facebook comments?
Sure.
There's got to be, because she keeps bringing it back into me, so that means I'm not getting it exactly, and it's driving me a little crazy, right? But she gives me a feeling of really loving her daughter, being very proud of her daughter. I feel like her daughter's doing very well, very smart young lady, and she just makes me feel like she's about to take on the world, right? Like just a lot of love for her. But I also feel like you've had to step in a lot to be there for her. So she's letting her, she's just wanting to give you that love, okay? So I just want to
we both took that, yeah.
Oh, you both took dance. See, now there you go. See, look at you. Got it. There we go. You both took dance classes. See, I knew it. So she's just letting me know that she's, her and your mom are together. But they're around, her kids, your kids. They're just sending their love to you. No need to worry. And I just feel like for her, it is just something where I feel like there is something about her daughter that she's very, very proud of. So I don't know if she just graduated or there's an accolade, but something here, she just gives me a big old kiss and a hug for her daughter. And just, if you don't mind passing on to her how proud she is of her.
I definitely will.
Okay. And she gives me a love, and she kind of gives you one of those sloppy kisses and lets you know she loves you.
I love her too.
Okay. Lots of love to you. You have a beautiful night. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're
You too.
welcome. You're welcome. All right, everybody. That is the end of our show. Lots of love to you. I do want to thank you so much for tuning in. The next 2 weeks, I will probably be off air because I will be in New Jersey. If I can somehow manage to get on, I will. But I think for the most part, I'm going to spend time with my family. It's my grandmother's 92nd birthday coming up, and that big event in New Jersey that I'm just so excited about. But I do just want to thank you all for your time, for your energy, for tuning in each and every week. It really does mean so much to me. And I just want you to have a beautiful night. Please, not everybody got through the call line. That doesn't mean your loved one isn't around you. It's just sometimes the messages get through, and maybe someone just needed to hear a little something tonight. And so I hope you take something away from those messages you did hear. I want to wish you all a lot of love. Your loved ones are around you, I promise. And have a beautiful night, everybody. I will see you in a couple weeks. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Colby Rebel Show. Be sure to follow Colby on social media at Psychic Rebel. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, please head on over to iTunes to leave a review to help Colby grow the tribe. Colby is an international psychic medium, teacher, best-selling author, and speaker. She is a master teacher of the Lisa Williams International School of Spiritual Development and is the owner of the Colby Rebel Spirit Center in Los Angeles. Visit colbyrebel.com.